Hello YouTube and welcome back to week number 6 of PIDA Season 1 Johto Division. Now, if you missed out on the last PIDA video, I highly recommend you go back and check that out because we were up against the Houston Houndooms and we failed to pick up a W because we misplayed at the end of the game, because if you missed out the bell, all he had left was a Scarf Heracross. What I should have done was sacked off Mamoswine, stayed in with Florges, and I could be able to Wish Stall it and Moonblast it to death. So, that's what I should have done, but I didn't. So that means we are currently 1-4, or we're 1-4 in Johto so far. So hopefully today we're up against the Falarbor Flames, who are, as you see by the lovely team poster above me. I think they are currently 2-3 so far. So pretty much just similar. We're in a similar ballpark. Right now, I'm near the bottom table. He's like mid-table. If we can win, we can potentially go up to like 10th, 9th place in the table, depending on how well we do win and other results this week go our way. So this week we're up against the Falarbor Flames, and they're rocking Meowstic. Can bring either form, so that's a mind trick for that. We've got Volcarona, Comfey, Kyurem Black, Rotom Wash, Mega Gyarados, Machamp, Alolan Muck, Golem, Vikavolt, Cofagrigus, and my boy, I'm pointing to it, Ditto over there. Hey, Ditto boy. So, main weaknesses are Fairy and Rock, and our only Fairy type is Florges, so we're bringing we're bringing Florges basically, because his only Fairy switching is Volcarona, so, and we've got Hidden Power Rock on it. So let's just go over Florges' moveset. We've got Bouquet, our Florges, left over with Flower Veil because both his abilities aren't very good. If it had a better ability, it'd be like busted, but so it is. We've got left over Moonblast, Hidden Power Rock, Wish, and Calm Mind. We are 248 HP, 252 defense, 8 in special attack, Bold Nature, so we can live a physical hit from the likes of the we won't live a Poison Jab from the Muck, but if we want to land like an Earthquake from the Golem, the Waterfall from the Mega Gyarados, maybe we can live a Poison Jab from the Machamp. I don't know, because it's not Stab, but I'm not going to risk it because it probably won't. If Kyurem Black is physical, we can maybe... Well, it's only physical moves against a Dragon Claw or Brick Break or something. I don't know. But it usually runs special, so we should be okay with that. So Florges is here to Wish support and also Calm Mind support, because late game, if we get some Calm Minds up, we can potentially sweep with a Florges, which would be fantastic because obviously it can put in the way against his team if that Volcarona and that Muck is down. So, also weak to rocks. So we're bringing Darude, cue the music, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. Our Tyranitar holding Rocky MZ with Sandstream, rocking Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Crunch with max HP, max attack, Animate Nature. Rocks, fantastic bring on his team because his only hazard removal, I do believe, is Rotom and Volcarona. I think. Yes, that is good the case. Because Volcarona is quad weak to rocks, so he won't bring that defog. And if he brings a bulky defog Rotom Wash, we should be okay because we have options for bulky Rotom Wash. But I don't think he will bring hazard removal on Rotom Wash because I don't know how common he brings his Rotom Wash defog. I think he mainly runs... I don't know. If he brings a bulky... His only reliable defog option is what I'm getting at is Rotom Wash. So hopefully we can deal with that. Once that's gone, we can just set up rocks and it can cripple the Volcarona, it can cripple the Vikavolt, it can cripple the Kyurem Black, it can stop sashes on the likes, it can break the Golem sturdy, it can do a plethora of things. So hopefully rocks are very important and we can rock him the likes of the Stone Age on the likes of the Gyarados or the Kyurem Black or whatever, in case we need to kill that thing and we don't want to risk a Stone Edge missing because it is us and we suck at missing moves. We just don't do it. This is why I don't usually run moves that miss, because I always miss them. I don't want to take the risk, which is why I usually run like Rock Slide over Stone Edge. This is why I usually run Ice Beam over Blizzard. That's why I usually run Flamethrower over Fire Blast, because I don't want to miss. But somehow it cost me in some games, but that's fine. That's fine. So, like I said before, Rotom Wash is a problem. So we're bringing Choice Scarf Ribena, our Serena. Choice Scarf Ribena, our Serena. Bars, rocking Queenly Majesty with 56 HP, 252 attack, Adam Nature, 200 speed, rocking Power Whip, High Jump Kick, U-Turn, and Bounce. We sped crept a Choice Scarf to outspeed. Was it Meowstic? I think it's Meowstic. No, it wasn't. It was to outspeed Meowstic and the Scarf Machamp, because if he ran Scarfed on his Rotomosh, we wouldn't outspeed it anyway. On his Q and Black, we wouldn't have outspeed it anyway. On his Comfey, we wouldn't outspeed it anyway. Or his Volcarona, or his Meowstic. And Q and Black is probably the most likely thing to be Scarfed, but if it's Scarfed, we can potentially wall it with Bouquet, so that's fine. So if we can work out if his Q and Black is Scarfed or not, we should be okay, because if it's not, we can just go in and High Jump Kick and it'll do a plethora of damage. Or if it's not, we can just go into Bouquet and deal with it that way. So hopefully Ribena, the Serena, can put in the work this week and help us pick up one of these versus the Falarbor Flames. Now, next up, we have our Sparks, our Magneton, rocking Evilite with Sturdy, rocking Flash Cannon, Volt Switch, Double Team and Hidden Power Rock, rocking 248 HP, 250 special attack, 8 special defense, Modest Nature. Now, Magneton is here for, what's it here for? Comfey. It's also here for Q and Black as well, and for Golem. Is it for Golem? It's not for Golem. It's for Q and Black mainly, because we're bulky Evilite, so we can live any Dragon hit, any Ice type hit. We probably won't eat up a Earth power too well, but because we're sturdy, if we're out with this thing full health, we can. I think we O-cut with Flash Cannon if it's a more of an attacking set, not a bulky set. If it's a bulky set, we could be an issue, but hopefully we can double team up, because, you know, everyone else has been spamming evasion this league. Why not try it myself? So let's get this double team going, and with the likelihood of a Volcarona switching, we can just HP Rocket and I'll be gone. Same with Vikavolt. So that is Magneton Sparks' job for this week. Next up, we have Marty, our Zebstrika. Now, this is our Ditto counter. Now, I'll explain what I mean. Because, A, Marty, with Ditto transformed into Zebstrika, I don't know if the Falarbor Flames know the hidden power tactic on Ditto, where it copies its hidden power stat. So if it's rocking, if he just puts the normal one in, it's hidden power Dark or HP Dragon, which don't really want to work against Marty. Now, we've got hidden power Ground, so we can hit it back. We've got Thunderbolt as well, because we can Thunderbolt like the Gyarados and whatnot, because we outspeed it, unless he's got a D-Dance up and did some damage to it. We've got Overheat as well for the likes of the Vikavolt and whatnot, because it doesn't really get a plethora of good moves, Zebstrika, but Overheat's there. And we've also got Me First. So, if the likes of the Vikavolt's out, or the Cofagrigus is out, and it wants to Shadow Ball us, we can Me First. And is it for any move? We must be faster. We're 116 speed, so we should outspeed most of his team, unless they're jolly and whatnot, or max speed. So that should be okay. So we can Me First, copy that move. So it's like if against the Machamp or whatnot, or the Volcarona wants to go for a fire type move on us, or a bug type move, we just fire bug type move it back. On the Cofagrigus, we can do the same with a ghost type move. For the Q and Black, we can outspeed it unless it's Choice Scarfed. Can't Earth Power us. So with the air balloons, they might go for an Ice Beam on us. We can go first and hit back for an Ice Beam at +1 power. Blows that thing back. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Me First Zebstrika puts in the work this week and helps us pick up a W. Because we're at the bottom of the table, we can't get relegated. We might as well go for some weird, wacky sets and hopefully pick up some Ws. Now, last up, we have Two-Face, our Araquanid, with leftovers rocking Water Bubble. Main reason Araquanid's here is for sticky webs, because once again, His only defogger is Rotom Wash, and if we can slow down the Gyarados or the Q and Black, if it's Scarfed or the Muck or the Volcarona or whatever, we should be Gucci. And with the Ditto as well, because if it's Choice Scarf Ditto, because most people run Choice Scarf Ditto, I run it Z Move or Quick Claw or whatever. I go mad with Ditto. Everyone else just goes Choice Scarf, Choice Scarf, Choice Scarf, Choice Scarf. So if he's rocking Choice Scarf and get webs up, we Speed Tie. Besides Ribena, who will outspeed it because it's got a Choice Scarf on it, obviously. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can deal with that. So if we get the webs up, will be very crucial. We've got Liquidation. Liquidation Water Bubble is going to put in a ton of damage, especially against the Volcarona and the Golem. And pretty much most of his team. What's his water resist on his team? What's his water resist? Q and Black, Rotom Wash, and Mega Gyarados. Mega Gyarados is weak to Leech Life. Any of those weak to, none of those are resistant to bugs, so if not, we can Leech Life it if need be. We've got Aqua Ring as well, just in case we want to dual recovery on Araquanid and be a bulky boy, because we've got ridiculously high special defense, so it can probably wall like the Meowstic or the Volcarona or the Cofagrigus or something like that. I don't know, but hopefully it can. And that is our team for week number 6 of PIDA. Hopefully it can help us pick up one of these, and we can climb up that table. Hopefully reach the playoffs or get as high as possible, because next season there will potentially be a relegation zone in Johto. So we need to So if we want to lose, we need to lose this season. So hopefully the battle will start in about now. Hello and welcome back to the battle. As you can probably tell, it's post-com because I recorded the actual battle and the file got corrupt. It was like, because I was an idiot and didn't plug in my laptop, and when I don't plug in my laptop, it doesn't record properly. So the file got corrupt, and it wasn't corrupt, it just was like really bad quality. It cut halfway through, and I was just like this for the whole video. Like it wasn't smooth flowing. So we're gonna do post-com, and yeah. So he brought his Q and Black, his Gyarados, his Machamp, his Golem, his Cofagrigus, and his Comfey. And as you can see by the chat, the first thing I said is there's no Ditto, because I was expecting Ditto. I was expecting I can't remember what else I was expecting, but let's just jump to the battle anyway. So I'll lead with Ribena versus the Cofagrigus, and I go for the U-turn to switch out. So because I was Choice Scarf Ribena, I did the preview like a few days ago. I can't remember what my team is, so that's gonna be good, fun, isn't it? So I U-turn out on this Cofagrigus. Now he knows I've got Queenie Majesty, so I go into my Tyranitar as he goes for the Toxic Spikes. Now, wasn't expecting a Toxic Spikes Cofagrigus when I was prepping for this game, so very strange one is there. So I think I had Defog on Florges. Obviously, Magneton is the only thing I'm immune to it, so Toxic Spike getting rid of that would be very crucial in the long run. So I put up my Stealth Rocks, and this was a bad. I should have known the Cofagrigus would have went for Will-O-Wisp. So it pretty much shut down my Tyranitar. So that was bad news. I should have crunched it, because crunched did about 80% or so to this thing. And if I crunched it, I would have killed it next turn with the crunch, even when I was burnt. If you want to stay in. If not, then his Cofagrigus would be dead next time he switches it into the battle. So that's what I should have done, but I didn't do that. So that's bad play on my part. So I don't have a burnt Tyranitar Darude, which is very, very disappointing. So I go for the crunch anyway, and that does 31%. And I think burn half. Is it half? Or is it -1? I think it's half. It's half. So I was on 62% last time. So if I'd crunched it the turn before and crunched it this turn, I would have been dead. But I didn't do that play, so that's just my bad. So down goes my Sandstream. There goes the Hex, which does nothing to Darude. So I'm thinking, oh, this Cofagrigus can't really touch me, and I'm doing more to it with Crunch than with Hex. So I switched that into Bouquet, and out comes the Q and Black, because I knew he was going to switch out, and I was just planning for that, thinking this would be a good thing. I did at this play. I was thinking, oh, I could have anything from the Q and Black, because I can have an Earth Power, Dragon Stab. Can't touch us. Ice Beam, I should be one of those. There's a Super Effect hit, I should be able to live it up. I don't think I got a Poison type move. And then Flash Cannon, I'm thinking, oh my god. I did not even know Q and Black got Flash Cannon. I did not know whatsoever. So, yeah, that was a stupid play by me because I did not realise I got Flash Cannon and I went for Carmine. Thought that he'd switch out or go for Ice Beam and I'd eat that for days. But unfortunately not. So, I'm annoyed at that. I'm very annoyed at that because if I clicked Moonblast, it probably would have been dead. But I did not know I was going to live a Flash Cannon. I wasn't expecting Flash Cannon whatsoever. So, that is very, very poor play by me. I should prep more. I did the research and knowing what Q actually got. So there goes the Earth Power because I think it was predicting me to go out into Magneton at this stage to deliver the Flash Cannon. So I got into Arachnid, like, because Arachnid's got some decent enough special defense. So it would have taken a Flash Cannon as well. So it comes across this Q Black is Life Orb, so. And I stayed in thinking, I'll get webs up, that'll be a great play. And he goes for Fusion Bolt. Like, I played so badly this game because Q Black just like wrecked house on my team because I made some bad plays. I made the Crunch bad play. I made the Carmine plan play and Floor just a bad play. I should have switched out with this thing to Fusion Bolt it. I should have seen Fusion Bolt coming. I should go out to Zeb Striker who had Motor Drive because then I would have outsped it and I could have overheated it or something like that. But I didn't do that because I'm an idiot and just let Two-Face go down like that, so which is very bad by me. So then I'm thinking like, oh okay, cool. Let's go into Ribena. We outspeed good with Choice Scarf and just high jump kick it. I get a crit and it dies. And I'm thinking, yes, I could have Arachnid could have still been around because I could have went into Ribena on the Flash Cannon switching because I think Grass resists Steel, if I do so believe. I would have lived the hit, I'm pretty sure, and I would have killed with a high jump kick in return. So, but I didn't want to make that play because he kicked Ice Beam because that probably would have killed Floor Jazz even at +1 at that low health. So, Arachnid is probably the best play, but I probably would have gone out into. I probably should have went out into Tyranitar rather than Arachnid because Tyranitar was rendered useless with the being burned. So that's what I should have done, but I didn't do that. So I got into Darude against the Machamp. This is when I tried to sack off Darude, predicting like the fighting type move because I was burnt. I couldn't do anything to anything anymore, so I might as well just set. And he goes for sub, and I'm thinking, oh my god, why didn't you just kill me? Why did you not just kill me? So I'm sitting here against the Machamp with a sub up, and I'm going, oh my god, this is like ridiculous. He goes Focus Punch. Sub Focus Punch, and the Earthquake doesn't break the sub. I'm thinking, oh my god. Machamp's going to sweep me. Machamp is going to sweep me because A, Earthquake is just going to blow me back. Because I thought Earthquake would have broken the sub. Because Crunch was resisted, and Rock was... Both my stabs were resisted, so I had to click Earthquake. So I got into Bouquet to go for the Wish, and he went for Knockoff. So I lived that Knockoff. And I think I died to the poison here, which I do. So I get the Wish off, which is fine. So I got into Spark. I think this is a good play by me because I wished up support to So I wished on Florges to sack it off, and I went into Sparks, predicting he'd Focus Punch me. But I'm sturdy, so he would hit me with the Focus Punch. I'd break the sub this turn, and then I'd be healed back up to like 60% or so. I think that's what happened. So I go for Flash Cannon. He goes for the Focus Punch. I live because of the Sturdy. I don't take any damage from the Sandstorm because I'm Steel type, and I recover back up to 60%. And I Volt Switch out against this Machamp out into the Zeb Striker with Air Balloon. So he goes for Substitute again. So the Sandstorm disappears this time. He goes for the Focus Punch. I go for the Thunderbolt to sack off Marty because I had nothing for this Machamp, like whatsoever. After the floor just went down, I had nothing for it. So I go into this thing because Machamp was at low health and I could have killed it with a Power Whip, which I miss. I miss the Power Whip. This is why I don't use moves which miss, because I always miss them. It's ridiculous, because this Koffagrigus would have been dead after 2 Power Whips. But, you know, I miss. So I take some toxic damage. I have a power up again. Does 36%. And I would have killed it if I landed that first power whip, and I could have possibly got a lower lost the game. He goes for sidekick, which does nothing to Ribena. So the toxic damage is stacking up. See, I took the unnecessary psychic damage, and I took the unnecessary that damage as well. So I go into Sparks against the Comfey. He goes for Draining Kiss, which does absolutely 0 to Comfey and Sparks. He goes for Defog to get rid of the Toxic Spice and the things. As I go for the double team, because this was the only chance of winning with double team spamming on Sparks. And he goes for the Defog, so rendering my double team useless, because obviously Defog lowers your evasion, and I've got my evasion back up to +1 with double team. As he goes down to Golem, I click the Flash Cannon button, and he lives on 1 because it's sturdy, and it was sturdy weakness policy. And I'm thinking that is game over, because you probably outspeed me, and things aren't going to go well. So he goes for Sucker Punch. I'm thinking, I don't know why I thought I'd click double team. I was thinking, oh, I need to sack off Sparks just in case, because Serena can potentially sweep late game, because Power Whip can deal with the Comfey, can deal with the Machamp, it can deal with the Golem, it can deal with the Gyarados, so that's always good there. So Ribena was more of a secure in the bag victory than Sparks was, so I went for the double team, and he clicked Sucker Punch, which worked out well, because he missed his Earthquake and goes to go to Flash Cannon. And I was like, yes, 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 yes. And then he goes out to Gyarados, Mega Gyarados, and he clicks Earthquake. And this one I don't miss. He doesn't miss. And I was like, I would have, like, if he'd missed the Earthquake, because I clicked Thunderbolt, this Gyarados would have been gone. This Gyarados would have been gone. And it would have been GG. Because this Gyarados would have been gone, and Sparks would have been at like 60% health. And this thing outspeeds the Machamp and the Comfey. And I think Machamp's only attacking move was, what did I have, Ed? Bullet Punch and Focus Punch. So unless I missed my like Power Whip on it, I would have done something to the Machamp. And Comfey was at low health, and Sparks was still around, so I probably could have won that game, if, in all honesty, if I really could. If so, that was a very bad miss by me. So I go into this thing, go for the Power Whip, and I miss. I missed the Power Whip. I don't know if that would have killed or not, but that could have. I don't even know. If this thing was dead, I only had normal toxic damage, I may have got a 1-0 loss, or maybe clinched this smidge chance of getting a 1-0 victory, but I don't. So I missed the Power Up, go to Waterfall, I level 1%, and I just died to the poison. And that's GG to Azazel. And that's a 3-0 loss, and I think this is week 6 game. I'm 1-5. I think I'm third from bottom of the table after 6 weeks. And luckily there's no relegation zone this season, because there's no league below us. But next season there probably will be, basing on how many people are interested in joining PIDA next season. There might be a Hoenn down below us, so we need to get our act together for next season. And fingers crossed, next week we're up against our fellow boy Dreadful Dragonite, so hopefully we can pick up one of these, because he's pushing for playoffs right now, and we're pushing for not come last. That's what we're pushing for. So if you guys have enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe as always down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.